Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Cancer, June 21, 2022. If you open your eyes this morning and want nothing more than to just stay in bed and cuddle a little longer under the sheets, know that you aren't alone. There is a sensitive warmth about the day that is making you feel vulnerable. Make sure you surround yourself with supportive people today. Harsh words are likely to cut deeper than usual today. You may indeed be better off staying in bed. Social invitations or opportunities to participate in group activities should continue to come your way for a few weeks. Your phone could also ring off the hook. Relations with others should be warm, friendly, and congenial, so any sort of get-together you schedule or attend today is likely to go well and be informative. In the evening, plan a romantic encounter with the special person in your life. It isn't likely that people are going to be sensitive to your needs today. In fact, quite the opposite is true. You will probably discover that when push comes to shove, people are going to do what is best for themselves, and not care too much about what happens to the other guy. Make sure that you have enough emotional stock invested in yourself so that when the chips are down, you are self-confident enough to have something to work with. For a few months now, you have felt that things are accelerating in your professional life. Perhaps you started some projects, they have developed faster than you anticipated, and may even have gotten a bit out of control. Is all this extra work really worth it financially speaking? Your social life is due to suffer some turbulence. You feel put down by friends and family or even get into arguments with them. Take a critical look at yourself. Perhaps you are asking too much of your loved ones. Hold back a little and resolve the issues by talking to them instead of trying to have your own way all the time. Check in with your folks preemptively. There's almost certainly some weird tension between you right now, but it can be grounded pretty easily with a quick chat. Roll your eyes and get on with it. A tendency to rush into romance scares off potential candidates for your love. Such a forceful approach can have an adverse effect on the person you desire. If you're not looking for rejection, try to develop a gentler and serene attitude, then those you meet find you to be a far more attractive proposition to date. Whether or not you're artistic by nature, inspiration for music, painting, writing, or other creative projects could well be coming to you thick and fast. Write down your ideas. There could well be so many you may not be able to remember them all otherwise, and you'll definitely want to draw upon them later. At least one of your ideas could involve a new business enterprise involving a partnership. Take good notes and do your research. It's your day. This day is the time to look forward to all the new things that are coming your way. If there have been any management concerns in your recent past, now is the time to face them head on. On a strengthening day like today, you can't lose. You will find your goals easier to achieve or realize. Any walls that have blocked your progress will readily come down. You will surely shine. Traffic in your neighborhood could be congested beyond anything you've ever seen before. An accident, or perhaps ongoing road construction, could be blocking nearly every street. Therefore, it'll probably be nearly impossible to get anywhere by car, even to the store across the way. If you must go out, either walk or ride a bicycle. Otherwise, it might take an hour to do what would normally take 15 minutes. Best advice: stay home. Just as a friendly aspect between the Sun in your communication sector and Saturn in your friendship sector begins to separate, the Moon and Mercury come together to give this a boost. It is the Moon's return to your friendship sector that will put it at a friendly aspect to Mercury, just days after the planet of communications returned to your communication sector. This is not as significant as the Sun and Saturn's alliance, but it will accentuate what is a powerful time for all aspects of communication, personal and professional networking. Just as a friendly aspect between the Sun and Saturn is making it easier to connect, with the communication lines now flowing more freely, they are joined by the Moon. This is in contrast to their clash as a full moon earlier in the week, yet part of the reason that things can now flow more smoothly is the communication barriers this put a serious dent in. Our eyes in the sky. Because the moon is in a cardinal sign, we'll want to jump out of bed and get on with the day. However, that doesn't mean we should take on the world all at once. As you know, slow and steady wins the race, not the other way around. You could feel an undercurrent of excitement, a sense of something hanging in the air. Also, this aspect could very well present immediate and spontaneous opportunities and experiences. You might be attracted to unusual types of people due to Jupiter's connection with the moon. If anyone strikes your fancy romantically, you won't be shy about asking them out on a date. With the help of quick-thinking Mercury, you'll know just what to say and how to say it to get the outcome you desire. You're also likely to bite off a bit more than you can chew today, so try to watch how many plans you make. The Moon-Jupiter square can make us feel more courageous than usual and unafraid to take the lead. If you mustered up the courage to ask someone out earlier today and made plans for later today, you've done yourself a great service. Even if you're a shy person, you'll find yourself opening up during this time, perhaps even about a secret passionate desire, with a charisma that might surprise even you. Over the next 2 days, we are content to put our heads down and make steady, deliberate progress towards our goals. On an emotional level, a fixation with optical victory can have us behaving somewhat serious and sober. We might come off as cold to others, however, it is not that we are unfeeling now. We simply understand the work required to achieve our ambitions and are undaunted by distractions. Remember that there are ways to plod conscientiously towards success without making life into one endless chore. Shortly following this, the Moon squares off with Jupiter in Aries, making us prone to excess. Today, we are interested in forming the social connections that will enable us to accomplish our desired agenda. It can be a time of glad handing and talking up our leadership qualities so others might invest in us. Because we've realistically communicated our capabilities, it is unlikely that we'll have to deal with the backlash of overselling ourselves. What we may have to negotiate is others' perception that our enterprise or vision is farther along than it is. Receiving improper support that is too disproportionate for us to take advantage of immediately, can create issues down the line. It is better to be very direct about where we are in our process of building a legacy so that it can be properly facilitated. Otherwise, we might end up with more resources than we can actually put to use.